You can't stop the education of children, no? But what nonsense is this? So anyway, work out one of the two and tell me, that's all. By next week, I must tell the AG to be ready with the emergency regulation. Let's see which MP is going to vote against it. I'll ask for a...
President Ranil Wickremesinghe said that the education of children cannot be allowed to be taken hostage, and if teachers do not make themselves available for advanced level exam paper marking by next week, he would not hesitate to make education an essential service under emergency law and initiate legal action against teachers flouting their responsibility. He said all the teachers responsible for marking exam papers last year must be available for paper marking this year, failing which, he will prosecute them. You can't stop the education of the children. What nonsense is this? By next week I must tell the Attorney General to be ready with the emergency regulations. President Ranil Wickremesinghe mentioned this while joining the discussion held at the Presidential Secretariat yesterday to review the progress of the special budget proposals implemented in the year 2023 by the Ministries of Education and Higher Education, Labour and Foreign Employment.
Then ask the minister, now are they coming to correct the papers or not? Why can't you mark it with all the teachers that are available? Look, if they don't come, they don't come. That's not an answer I can give in Parliament. No, I'm asking you, give me a answer that I can tell the country and Parliament. Now, if it's marked by the teachers and not marked by the dons, what happens? Any minister has now said there's a political force behind it. So now you have to go from there. No? If the footer says they are not a political force, then it gets dragged on some more. So you have come toward this thing. One is, I am thinking of making education, especially examinations, a compulsory service. Others can shout. In the country, it will be the most popular thing. And then secondly, an exams committee, GCE exams committee. Both those I will put it by emergency, and then you can bring the legislation. So one of the two tell me. So that I am asking you all this time. All these parents are waiting. You just can't put this thing aside, no man. And if no one, the people who, all those who marked the papers last time must be available for service now. If not, I will prosecute them and take their property off. So it's not a question of moratorium. You will be bankrupt. That's all. You can't stop the education of children, no? But what nonsense is this? So anyway, work out one of the two and tell me. That's all. By next week, I must tell the AG to be ready with the emergency regulation. Let's see which MP is going to vote against it. I'll ask for a vote by name. So tell them these are the two options. If you don't come back and you want to have a confrontation, we are willing to come for a confrontation. But no one is going to hold the education of children as hostage. That I am not allowing. That can't be allowed. Look, that labour law will come later. Forget the labour law. No, don't worry about those. I want to start the exams and the schools. So don't talk to me about the labour law. That will come later. You all must come up to the solution end of this week. If you don't have one, I will take it up in cabinet and then we will decide what to do. Speak to the minister. Then we'll have a meeting this week and decide. But now the minister has also made a statement. We can't go back on it and we can only go forward.
For more latest news, subscribe to FTTV.